There we go. Excuse me. Let's see. All right, look good. All right. All right, let's continue. Hopefully everyone's, or a lot of people have downloaded 1.8 beta 2. There's already, of course, at least one bug, if not more, already reported, so that's okay. I'm fixing a couple. But so far it seems pretty good, so I'm pretty happy. I'm definitely pretty happy. All right, let's continue, see where we are. Oh, wait a second. That might be better. Sorry, you're probably getting an echo because you might be getting an echo because I had the Twitch playback running, unfortunately. Okay, I should be better, hopefully. Okay, PM says I have a prototype chain lightning weapon that uses the updated Syscreate effect working. Awesome! Awesome, that's pretty cool. T-Tech says move streams to YouTube. I assume that's a command for me, but I'm not sure I know how to do that. So, okay. Let's keep going. Where am I? I am this one. The stream. Last episode, I so sadly died rather quickly. Trying to take on an arena, someone on the arena that was just way out of my league, and I absolutely just screwed it up. So, oh, good. Okay, good. All right, now, so yeah, last episode I died unceremoniously in the arena. So, of course, it's permadeath, so I'm starting again. And where am I? Back there. Oh, I'm sorry. This is. Oh, wrong one. Wrong one. This is the one where I died. Sorry. Oops. That's the one where I died. I don't want that one. I want this one. That's the one I want. Phew. Okay, back in Tau Ceti, just starting. I think that's Fiona's Freighter, so I think I just finished Fiona's Freighter. I have a mission from Benedict to go visit some Korolev station. I've got my Anton Nasser mission. Okay. NMS says the arena's hard. It's basically up to level 6 enemies with full fire rate. Yeah, the arena, you know, I think that's probably the one. It's probably the one system that you really cannot, or at least it's really, really difficult to not backtrack. If you don't backtrack, you know, it's really, really impossible to finish the whole thing. So that's I think. I don't know if that's something that we need to fix. I don't know. There's a couple ways I could fix it. We could kind of tone down the arena and have the arena not be so powerful, and then have a second arena somewhere else. That might be fun. But I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what to do there. I still think, regardless of what we do with the current arena, I think it'd be fun to have second arenas deeper into space. Like, I'd love the black market to have. I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago. I'd love the black market to have kind of an illegal arena somewhere in deep space where you know, you fight with illegal weapons or something. I don't know what the deal would be, but I think that'd be fun. You could fight with much more powerful weapons. Maybe the Rogue Fleet has an arena too. Who knows? All right, let's see where we are. What have I got? I still got my turret. I got some stilettos, which is nice. I got light Orachok, which I love. So for the most part, I think I'm good. I have a 25 megawatt. That's my starting reactor. Let's refuel somewhere, and then I think I can move on. I don't think I needed to do anything else. Oh, did I pray already? I think I have to donate stuff to pray. Let me see. PM says arena opponents before Slicer is not too hard if you have tracking. Molotov is much harder than everyone in the arena except possibly Slicer. In arena you can kill almost everyone with smart cannon and KM500s. That's fair. Arc Cannon says Auton cockfighting. That would be fun. Arc Cannon says, I made a pull request that adds achievements for using overpowered weapons in the arena. Oh, I love that. I saw some of those, and I love those changes. I think that's great. I'm gonna pull those. Okay, Sanctum. Oh, that's right. So I have to donate something. Let me donate. What can I donate? I can donate some of that. Helium rods. I'll donate some helium rods. I got a bunch of helium rods to donate. Or how about these? I'll donate these. Okay, so that gives me in good graces with the sisters. Oh, you know what? I can also donate all my credits. Token contribution. Oh, well, whatever. I didn't need the credits that much. Okay, Sanctum. Let's contemplate. Strength of your connection to Dominant is 20. I don't know what that means. Feel the blessing of Domina upon you, sure as you continue journey to the core. Awesome. Okay. So, did I get anything? No, I didn't get anything. So that wasn't much of a blessing. Okay. Alright, well. PM says don't donate cash. Yeah, well. I always forget that the cash is prorated. They don't want you to not prorated, but it's scaled to proportional to your wealth. If you don't donate enough relative to your wealth, they don't like it, or they consider it a token contribution and don't really give you anything. Okay. No, let's refuel. Oh, right, I have nothing. I guess that's why I should not have given up my cash. Okay, I think I can move on. I think I've killed just about everything in this system. I don't think there's anything left to do. So let's move on. Unless I want to do a mining mission, which I don't right now. Okay, Wolf. Oh, and I've got my Auton. There is an Abbasid output. NMS reminds me, but that's okay. Should I use a map ROM on this map? Probably not. I think I'm okay. Let's just scan. Let's just see. Let's just look around. These are fairly sparse systems, so it shouldn't be too hard to find things. Too bad I don't have an Explorer Auton. Outlaw Base. I can take those guys. Especially with my Auton. There we go. too far. Got him. Some illegal stuff, which I still haven't found the hotel, but I guess we'll look for that. Himal Refuge, I can handle those now. Especially with an Auton. Okay. Stuff to sell. Fat Rat Knight says, personally, I'd change the donate credits to be independent of your wealth. Make it depend on how much you've already donated to the station or what system level the station responded with an exponential formula. That makes more sense. I mean, then it's a little bit. Then I think it's or a little bit. Well, I was about to say fair, but I don't know if that's true. It would definitely be easier. This time, try to save up money and actually make use of the Auton Bay. Ah, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Well, I'm running the build. This is 1.8 beta 2 with 1 or 2 bug fixes. I'm running the build where Autons get repaired automatically. So that, of course, only when they're in the bay. So that's gonna help me out a little bit. Come on, Auton, go attack. Oh, got killed by outlaws. I guess the outlaws don't like the anarchists. Which I guess I'm not surprised. Okay, this guy I probably should just. Oops, sorry. There we go. No wreck though. That's too bad. These guys left a wreck. We'll get this one. Nope. And especially keep an eye out for miscellaneous devices and Aegis Autons. Oh, alright. Sounds good. Light particle deflector. That's a level 3. I don't think that's a very good deflector, but that's a level 3 deflector. That's not bad. I wonder if I could give that. I probably can't give it to an Auton, but it's not as good as what I've got, but I'll duck just in case. Yeah. Okay. Let's go into the inner simp system here. Anarchist. These guys I can take also. Come on, Auton. You can take care of a Hornet. Oh, guess not. I'm running out of fuel already. I haven't found the friendly station yet, so I'm gonna have to refuel on out of my cargo space. If nothing else, Autons do distract from hitting me, so that's kind of nice. There's some fuel rods. I really do need to buy more fuel though, or more money. Question: how should armor be designed? This is PM. How should armor be designed? Heavier is better like classic design, or separate line of heavy armor equal to level of lighter standard armor and some of the new heavy armor does? That's a great question, and I'm gonna have to answer both. Basically right now the balance calculation for armor will take mass and level into account. So as long as you can run transdata with the /balance flag for armor, and it'll tell you the balance rating for armor. And as long as you match that, I think that's kind of the scale that you should start with in terms of default power. in terms of whether it's better to have heavier armor be higher level, I think it depends. It depends on what you end up using it for. Sometimes when I create enemy ships, I want a higher level ship to also have heavier armor, and then I'll create a higher level heavy armor version. But there's other times when you really want heavy armor to really be the same level as the normal armor, just a heavier version, and then then I do it the other way. So I guess bottom line is I don't have a consistent answer, and I don't think I want to go back and try to get all the armors to fit in a consistent answer. So that's kind of how I would do it. As long as the armors are balanced, I think you're okay. In my case, I'm trying to design armor that can be used by players. Oh, stupid. I just lost all my illegal stuff because I wasn't thinking. I'm going to sell that. Sell that. Autons can't use that. I don't think my Auton can use that. I'll double check, but I don't think they can. I'm gonna sell some basic food stuff. Let me return to ship here. Should have put penitent cannon on the Auton. Yeah, I was advised against that only because I think the Auton just doesn't. It'll lower the fire rate of the Auton. Maximum power use per device is 25 megawatts. Right now it's got a hull plate ionizer, so I think I can probably give it a light particle deflector. And I think this is going to be better than the hull plate ionizer. Yeah, the hull plate ionizer is level 2. What I want to do is I think this screen needs a little bit more help in terms of showing more of the stats of these armors and weapons. We can do something like, well, at minimum, when you hit install device, which why am I not able to hit? Oh, whoops! By the way, this is another bug I have to fix. Look what's happening. It's because this is updating. We're refreshing the screen, and so it's kind of refreshing everything. That's kind of a bug, and in fact, clicking doesn't work. I gotta fix that. What I'd like to do is here I should show what's currently installed so that when you try to pick something to replace it, it'll tell you what you're trying to replace. So that's little things like that I think would help a lot. Okay. With the pull request, the game will track all the illegal items that were confiscated. Oh, that's awesome! Okay. Let's launch. Alright, let's keep going. I haven't scanned everything here yet, but almost everything. It's not much here. PM says he'd take the particle deflector for the higher HP and regen alone. We'll see. I mean, I think it'll be fine. I will have to upgrade eventually. Nice. Okay. There's nothing else here, so I think I'm just going to move forward. Oh, except I haven't even found the Stargate, have I? Oh boy, that means it's like on this outer ring. Oh, no salvagers here, so maybe I'll be able to And I don't have targeting, so... There we go. There we go. These guys have some good stuff. Nope. That's useless. NMS says about that dock screen thing, is that refresh issue my fault, or did you change something when you added armor repairing? I don't know. It's quite possible. I mean, I certainly changed something with armor repairing, so it's quite possible it's that. It's also possible that it has something to do with updates to dock screens. So I don't actually know what the cause is right now, but in any case, it shouldn't be too hard to fix. It might be related. It might be related to, you know how the Omnithor thermal cannon generator maker has problems with the dock screen when it refreshes. It might be related to that. I'll look into it. Does armor repairing also refresh the screen? Yeah, it does. Basically, the way I did it is, if I remember correctly, your code would set a flag if the shield needed to be regenerated. I basically just set the exact same flag if armor also needed to be regenerated. So, that alone shouldn't have caused any problems, but who knows? And just like your code, it doesn't refresh if there's no need to refresh. So, okay, now I really have to find fuel. And I still haven't found my Stargate. What happened? Did I not visit every possible... Oh, there's the Stargate. Let me visit this again. Do I have illegal items again? No, I have damaged items, which I guess I should get rid of. Okay. I'm just gonna sell stuff. I can sell that. Sell that. Trade computer. Sell in Tau Ceti for 15 credits. That's only a couple credits more. The extra fuel will probably be not worth it. Here we go. Sell in Said Matar. That's better. Tau Ceti. I'll go forward. Let's go forward. Wouldn't it be nice if illegal and damaged tags were different colors? Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Ooh, this could be good. What's in here? Oops. Kinetic upgrade? Don't need it. Those guys are sealed. I'll skip those for now. This is where I'm going to use a map ROM because there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, Zeus Station. NMS, who did do a brand, or actually I think it was Arcannon who did a change from different colors. It says pulled into a branch and I play on that myself. Well, maybe it should be an option then. Here's Zeus Station. Benin 789. Sell in Arc Hecaton. Let's sell in What's Ben in 789? Is that like a... Well, let's kill some of this stuff first. So I need money. I need money. Oops. There we go. Thank you. Missile launcher, hardened reactive. Okay, illegal stuff. Nope, nothing. Let's keep going. There's an outlaw base and a cache. That, sorry, hang on one second here. Almost. There we go. This Outlaw Station, that graphic is probably one of the first station graphics that I ever did. If I remember correctly, it's I think I did that and then the original Commonwealth Station. Those were very, very early. Auto Sentinel. And a ROM, which I'm gonna try. Wait, where's that ROM? Yes, finally. Targeting program. I'm gonna use this guy, because why not? Those don't last too long. Actually, wait a second. Turn to ship. Can I upgrade that guy? He's got heavy ceramic and a laser cannon. I can give him a mining laser. Why not? And then I can probably replace some armor. Like, how about this one? No, too heavy. How about this one? Light reactive. That's perfect. Oh, that's level 1. Oh, it's got heavy ceramic already, so never mind. Yeah, never mind. Heavy ceramic is... This is a bug. This is clearly a bug. This is 4-ton armor, but it doesn't want me to have anything bigger than 2.5 tons. I gotta remember that. That's gotta be because I changed the mass of... I bet I changed the mass of heavy ceramic after I did this. So Auto Sentinel has heavy ceramic, but limit is 2.5 tons. Okay, so either I increase the limit or start with a lighter armor. Okay. Okay, so I can't do anything there, so now I can... Oops, who are these guys? Alright, beautiful. Let's get a couple more here before I continue on. Oh, let me get this guy. Reactive armor, that's still too heavy for poor little Auto Sentinel. Okay. I notice the value of leveled items scale up now. Nice. Oh yes, that was a bug. That was definitely a bug before. So good. I'm glad you like it. Curator's Outpost, which think I'll skip for now. Let's go to this guy. Oh, it's a mining colony. Oops. Ah! Once again, I lost my illegals. I'm gonna loop around. Let's go all the way out here. Question, should power use of scalable armor scale up if they gain levels? Power use of scalable armor. I think so. I don't know. I forgot whether that's something that should be done automatically or whether you even have the ability to set that. But I think they probably should scale. I mean, if you're going up in levels, you'd think that would be one of the things that going up in levels would mean, that you regenerate more and thus consume more power. So if I upgrade my level 6 laser to level 10, it still takes 30 megawatts instead of 300 megawatts or whatever. Oh, I think that is probably a bug. I mean, I think intuitively you'd think that it should scale, so I'm pretty sure that's a bug. I'm slightly amazed that I was so careless to not do that, but I guess not that amazed. I gotta refuel. I'll loop around this way. Okay, now I gotta be careful because I think my shields are about to go down. And there they go. Okay, who's hit? Everybody. Where's my Auton? Help me out here. Okay, now this is where I'm gonna use my... try to get out of range and just hit it with some dumbfire missiles here. Am I hitting it? There we go. Yeah, it takes a lot of missiles to hit this thing. There we go. Corsairs are so fragile. Kind of want to change them to full titanium armor with 45 hit points and Centauri light radius with 20 hit points. You know, the reason I somewhat resist that is... oh god, this guy has a lot of loot. What the... is there some bug, or is there just like a lot of loot? I guess it's just... I think it's just random, but holy moly, that's a lot of loot. I'm gonna have to check my algorithms. So the reason I don't... you know, the Corsairs are kind of meant to be just fast and... fast, light, and cheap. I think it's nice sometimes to have... let me see if I can make it before I die, because I don't have any fuel left. Do I? No, I don't. Okay. I'll make it. I think it's nice sometimes when the player gets to just really... hurry. There we go. I think it's nice sometimes when the player gets to kill ships really easily, and I think the pirates, at least the Corsairs, are meant to be like that. Now maybe it's gone too far, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. Dual recoilless. Can anyone use a dual recoilless? Probably not. Oops, no, I don't want to sell those. I want to sell these. Okay, minus cargo hold I probably don't want because I like my Auton Bay. That my Autons can't take anyways. light plasteel armor, is that? I think that's no better than ceramic. I want like a level 4 armor for my... So I'm going to sell those. Reactive, nope, 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 nope. Armor patches. Don't know what to do with that. Targeting ROM I can sell. System map I love, sell that. Keep that. I guess I could put that on my Orachok armor. I don't know what that is. I can use some of those ROMs. Sell these in Arc Hecaton. Basic food. Rigel Aurelius. Okay. Let me use some of this stuff. Start with this one. Ooh, that's nice. I think I'll save one of these. Mapped all enemy stations. Oh, that's a military map ROM. Wow, cool. Visual display. How about this one? Autopilot. That's it. I think that's it. Sell it or use it in next system before you lose it. Oh, is that gonna be... Sorry, is that military or something? Oh, I still have to use that one too. Oh, that's a military map ROM. Oh, got it, got it, got it, got it. That's the one I want. Oh, did that just enhanced my turret? It did. Oh, that's awesome. No message though, I wonder why. I'm gonna write that down. No message when weapon is enhanced by ROM. Okay. Okay. I gotta sell this stuff, that stuff. Anything else I need to get rid of? Oh, let me repair. And then let me... Whoa, I got a lot of money now. Okay, let's keep killing stuff. Oh, you know what? I can go up here and I think sell some armor. That's corporate, so I don't think he'll confiscate anything. At least I don't think so. Nice. Do they have anything good? Ceraloy armor. What is my... How about you return? You've got plasteel armor, which I forgot what level that is. That's level 4. And you've got heavy ceramic armor, which is level 3. Okay, and you've got a turbo laser, which is level 3, and you've got a mining laser. Okay. So, let's see. Oops. Let's see, what can I buy? So, I think I can buy this for my defender. So let's do that. Heck, I could buy it for me. Is that better than what I've got? I've got more hit points. Better than your ships too, but maybe not worth the money at this point. It's 1,000 credits, which is a lot of money. Yeah, so maybe I'll just buy one. And then, can I get anything better? Anything with 2.5 tons? No, nothing else is... This is 2.5 tons, light plasteel armor. I don't think that's better than the level 3 that I've got now on the Auto Sentinel. So yeah, so I think that's it. Okay. So let's replace this with that. Max 3 tons, perfect. This, the plasteel armor, I just gotta sell because it won't take my other Auto Sentinel. I guess I can keep it around if I buy another Auton. Any other Autons to buy? I don't see any. Okay, well let's keep going. Corporate does not confiscate. Yeah. Okay. Targeting program. I can sell that. It's really not worth using Auto Sentinels. Yeah. Clearly. But... Okay. Cal Winter says, anybody gotten a divide by zero error message from the corporate stock market that keeps getting spammed in the alerts? I thought I fixed that in beta 2, so if you're still getting that on beta 2, well, just let me know and I'll reopen that bug. I thought I fixed it, but to be honest, I couldn't quite reproduce it, so I was never quite sure if I really fixed it. So if you're still getting that on beta 2, just let me know and I'll look at it again. I definitely have seen it. Alright, let's keep going. Let's go here to sell some more stuff. How's my fuel? There is a cost for swapping armor on your ship. Should there be small fuel cost for swapping armor on an Auton? Oh, there we go. You guys called it. Ah, so sad. Totally called it. On the one hand, you know, it's one of those. It's on the one hand, it's one of those. You know, of course, you know that you're not supposed to do that, and yet you still forget. In my opinion, I'm as annoying as it is. I kind of think of it as classic roguelike. When something like that, when something like that happens to me, I feel like, sorry, hang on a second. I gotta pay attention. How about if I hit it with missiles? Well, I can do that. Hit it with longbows. When something like that happens and something gets confiscated, at least it's one of those things where I know what I did wrong, and I know what I have to do to not, you know, fall into that next time. So I almost feel like it's okay. Like the frustrating things in a game are when you lose and you don't know what you did wrong or how you could have done it better, and so now you blame the game. You say, well, the game sucks because, you know, because I didn't know what to do. But at least in this case, it's quite clear what you should have done. Now, whether that's too annoying to have to keep on remembering that, that's a different issue. Oops, hold on, hold it. There we go. Okay, I gotta get out of here before this thing kills me. What's the range on missiles? I think I can outrange a... Can I outrange a... Sure I can. A turbo laser. There we go. Gotcha. Gotcha before you ran. And now I'm running out of fuel. Okay, hang on a second. And there's some fuel rods. I'm gonna go loot, and then I'm gonna refuel. Ooh, ICX. Okay. I'm just gonna refuel a little bit, just enough to get someplace safe. I do like the new weapon stations. Can I sell stuff? Hey, I can sell that. I should put that on my... Auto Sentinel. That might be better than the mining laser. That's it. I'll sell this no matter what. Anything to buy? 7 megawatts is too much for the Auto Sentinel. Question, how many pixels to range 1? 1 light second is about 24 pixels. Basically, the scale is 12,500 kilometers per pixel. Exactly 12,500 kilometers per pixel. So if you divide into kilometers per light second, you get pixels per light second, and it's about 24. It's not exactly 24. So that's about right. There's a fraction, yeah, it's not exactly 24. It's the exact number is, like I said, 12,500 kilometers per pixel. It used to be 10,000 kilometers per pixel, but that ended up being, the world was just too big. Everything was a little too far and everything moved too fast, so I scaled everything down. That's why it's a weird number, 12,500. So that's the number per pixel, and then light speed. Light speed is it's 299,000 something. And so if you divide that into kilometers, you'll get it. Okay. What should I get? Should I get anything else? Do I need anything else from my Autons? I think not. Okay, let's find someplace to really refuel for real. Yes, I know. I know. Medical colony, so nothing. I gotta go all the way to Zeus Station. Avoid those guys. Here we go. Okay, let's sell. Should I install that? I probably should install that. I probably should sell that. Sell that. Don't sell that. Don't sell that. Sell that. Sell. Don't sell that. Don't sell that. I'm going to use those. I'm going to keep that. I'm going to sell that. I don't know what that is. I gotta sell these in Arc Hecaton. Sell to Urbani Station. Huh, Urbani's. Oh! Luxuries? Those doctors? I guess those doctors want. Oh, and repair armor, thank you. Okay. Alright. Let's use some of these barrels. I'm gonna use this. Because why not? Let's use it on that. Let's use it on that. Let's use it on that. I love how much more convenient it is now to use barrels with this user interface compared to the previous one. I think it's nice. Okay. in terms of the ICX, it's more useful in ungoverned territory, PM says. Early on, kinetic has low interaction and lasers have none. It might help get a bit against Karen frigate missiles. Yeah. You know, I'll hold off because I seem to be consuming a lot of fuel. Although, by the way, when can I upgrade my reactor? Oof, can't afford that. 11,000 credits. Heavy recoilless is actually okay for Autons. Not as much DPS as Turbo Laser, but it can kill stations. Go find someplace where you can fuel. Yes. Buy an Aegis Auton and swap it for the long reach. Oh, well that's interesting. Do they have anything to... Any Autons here? No, no Autons. Anything else that I want here? No. This stuff though, I bet if I bought luxury goods, I bet I could get money. Markup is 18 credits, but I bet I can make 18 credit markup. I bet I can sell that at Urbani Station. I'm gonna go there and kill these guys on my way. Oh, and I'm gonna... Oh, sorry. Sorry, I'm gonna go... launch. Okay, guys, follow me. Break and attack. I got stilettos on tap. Let's stilettos, there we go. Let's target. Okay, got everything. Now let's target. Oh no, they're already gone. Oh well. I was trying to target the... Ooh, shield enhancement. Ooh, these guys have lots of shield enhancements. One thing... Oh, here they come. One thing that I think NPCs should do a lot more of is use some of these enhancements. I know that might be annoying for the player because then they don't get some of the enhancements, but for some enemies I think it would be fun if they use the enhancements. I mean, in the case of... I guess the Earth Zones could have used those shield enhancements. Yeah, he's giving me... Oh, it's about the same, so never mind. I actually didn't make any money. And I'm not making much money here. A little bit of markup. You can sell it for a few more credits in Arc Hekaton. Yeah, I'll just sell them here. Okay. Can I buy stuff here? Let me see what's my... Now that I have a trading computer, what's my... Arc Hekaton surplus exports medical supplies, so yeah. Imports basic foods and luxury goods, shortage of fusion fuels. Okay, so it's not gonna... They're not gonna... These guys also export medical supplies. This guy's fine. That guy has nothing. Imports medical supplies. Rigel Aurelius imports medical supplies. So I probably could buy a bunch of medical supplies here. Let's get the highest level ones and just... They're all selling at a discount, so I think that's fine as long as I get some markup money. And then I'll go forward. Okay. Okay, let me go forward. Arc Hekaton. PM says about my idea of NPCs using enhancements. They shouldn't use permanent buffs, mainly because they should have used them as soon as they were created. The only ones I can think of using them are salvagers since they steal loot. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I mean, one thing I could do, which I think would kind of make it give it the best of both worlds, if there is a consumable ROM on a station, maybe assume that it used to have many and that it applied those to its ships and, you know, has a couple left over. So basically, you know, if the treasure rolls, if the RNG rolls that, you know, there's a shield enhancement on a station, then all the ships in that station get shield enhancement. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't know if that makes the game more fun or not. Hey, cool mining laser. I don't know if that makes the game more fun or more interesting. In general, I think anything that makes enemies slightly different might be fun and just have more opportunity for some emergent behavior. But I don't know if that's necessarily the one thing to do it. Okay, let's keep going. I'm gonna waste another map ROM because it's annoying to have to scan. This is a large system. Oops. It's a large system. Oh, there's Anton Nasser. I'll talk to him and get him out of the system before he kills somebody. There he goes. There he goes. Oh, he blew up my sealed cargo container. Welcome aboard, blah, blah, blah. Who created them and why? Meet me in the Scylla system. Okay, I will. Don't hit me. Alright, these guys. Excellent. Okay. Light titanium. For organic. That I think is pretty light. I wonder if one of my Autons might use that. Okay, I got illegals again. Maybe there'll be a hotel in my future. Let's get these warlords. Thank you. The Auto Sentinel is not that great, but I mean, with a mining laser, it's pretty powerful. Oh, what's this guy? This is another mining station, I think. And it's Commonwealth, so I'm not going to dock because I've got illegals. How about this guy? Yegorov Station? Medical. Again, Commonwealth. Oh, there's my Korolev Station. Let's kill these guys. Okay, shields are down. Are my Autons helping me or not helping me? Let me target this guy. Oh, too late. Got him. How about these guys? Oh man, fuel again? Got them all, okay. Okay. Almost done. Okay. Got some armor damage, but nothing bad. Nope. 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 Jury-rigged device. Ooh, that could be interesting. Oh, my Auto Sentinel is down. Oh, I didn't even notice. Bummer. I guess I should have kept track of its hit points. I guess another thing I have to add to the code is Autons should be able to have a status message. You should be able to ask your Autons for status, and they should tell you what their they should tell you what their hit point status is. Okay. Thanks for killing warlords. Loot. Okay. Tinkers. There's more. I'm just gonna loop around. There's more anarchists here. Although I do have to get some fuel and repair. Okay. Shield enhancement. Should I be running those shield enhancements? I wonder if that would... They all got shield enhancements. Ah, missed you. There we go. Oh, no wreck though. St. Victoria Colony. Don't dock. Ah, hotel. Finally. Oh, wait. Oh, too late. I do have enough credits, I think. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. Now, I really can't do the let me refuel here. I really can't do the St. Victoria Colony, 109 credits, 7 Sisters. Oh, I gotta sell it to 7 Sisters. I really can't do the black market path in this mission because I really need the smuggler's cargo hold. Here we go. Rigel Aurelius will give me 116 credits. That's not worth it. This is worth it. That's a big difference. I'm gonna skip those, but I will sell those. Yeah, these I gotta sell in Rigel Aurelius because oh, that's good money. Okay, let's keep going. You really should be collecting damaged gear when you have places to sell it. It's not an irrelevant amount of money at this point. That's fair. That's fair. Let me go. Oh no, I'm good for fuel for now. You can sell damaged stuff to Tinkers. Oh yeah, darn it. That's what I should do. All right, so then that's what I'm doing for this one. Got him. All right. Haha! That's nice. Oh, ow. Took the brunt of that explosion. A little bit of palladium ore. Never hurt anybody. This is all level 1 armor. I'm taking all the damage stuff too. Let me go. Let me keep going this way. Let me go around. I don't know where I can install this reactor. I guess probably maybe St. Victoria Colony. We'll see. I'll take these guys. Hey, did I lose my Auton? No, there it is. Couldn't see it. Okay, I see that I'm taking lots of damage here. Okay. Tevlar. Oh, that one might be nice. Level 4 Tevlar. I think that might be nice for my Auton. Laser amplifier. I don't have lasers, do I? No. I got nothing. Okay. Should I loot some of these guys? These guys almost never have anything. Tevlar, its NMS says is worse than what it's got. Okay. I will skip. Let me, while I'm here, let me return to ship. Let me wait for it to actually return. I just want to check out its damage. Oh, sorry, not B. Use B. It's fine. It doesn't even need any armor. Well, that's good. Then go. Okay. Get that reactor on your ship. Yeah, I'm going. I got it. I'm making my way up towards someplace that can install it. Ooh, portable analyzer. That'll help. Oh, jeez. Okay. Hang on. Oh! Oh no! I had my hand on I. I was ready to go with I. I got hit by missiles and I just... Oh, that's so sad. I was doing so well. Oh, I was doing so well. You guys saw it. Yeah, well. This game is hard. I don't know who created this game, but it's hard. Or I guess it's hard if you're not that good. Oh, well. Well, that's alright. More Autons. I never got a chance to have my nice little Auton fleet. I wanted so many more Autons. Next episode, I'll probably start with the Freighter. The Freighter is the weakest of all the ships. And, I think, now. And I remember last time I did a permadeath with the Freighter, I didn't last more than a couple of levels. So it is kind of sad. So I'd like to try the Freighter again just to see if I can get better at it. For the next stream, before you get into a new run, I have a request. Okay, that's great. That's NMS says, that's why you shouldn't go into fights with damaged armor and why you should upgrade your weapons. Yes, yeah. All truth. That's all true. Assume Pseudonym says, I could use a mission tutorial stream. I'm pretty much at the point where I can't advance TBR without doing missions. And I can't make heads or tails or even to start making them. Oh, that's a good... that is a good idea. I could do that next episode. I have a little bit of time now, and as you guys can ask questions and I can talk a little bit about missions. Cal Winter says, did you just insult my Freighter? I'm particularly bad at the Freighter. When I debug, I play with the Sapphire. The Sapphire I can do pretty well, and I don't know. I don't think I've gotten worse. I'm not sure I've gotten any better, but I don't think I've gotten worse. And when I did permadeaths with the Sapphire, I made it all the way through. When I did permadeaths with the I did it with the Freyr, and I made it all the way through. The Freyr's not surprising. That's a pretty powerful ship. But doing permadeath with I have not been able to do permadeath with either the Freyr. I haven't tried the Wolfen. The Wolfen I think is just going to be just like the Freyr. I haven't tried permadeath with either or I haven't succeeded in permadeath with either the freighter, the manticore, or the constellation. Those three just give me trouble every time. This is the third time I've died, fourth time probably that I've died in the constellation. And to be honest, I really like the constellation. It's I I do like the idea of having a little Auton army. I know there's a ton of usability things that we need to fix, and I've slowly been fixing them with help from NMS and others. We've been fixing a lot of the problems with the Constellation or with the Auton Bay. I think there's more stuff we can do, particularly on the usability front. There should be easier ways of deploying and recalling your Autons, for instance, that kind of stuff. Commands to get status on your Autons, all that stuff. So if we could do that, then I think it'll be more fun. So that's part of the plan, I think, for the future. PM says Wolfen is one of the easier ships. The freighter was overpowered in early versions. I totally buy it that the Wolfen is one of the easier ships. The trade-off in the early in the development process, which I think now is the wrong trade-off, but early on I would trade off the Wolfen had lots of armor and lots of weapons at the beginning, but the limited slots made it a problem once you got into the end game. I'm not sure that's the right trade-off anymore. The freighter, conversely, because it had so many slots, it was, if you did survive past the middle, you could turn into a really pretty strong ship towards the end. So I think both of those probably could use a little bit of balance. I'm just not entirely sure what. If I were to play next time, I might play the Wolfen instead, because I know that is an easier ship, and maybe I need a win now after losing so much with the Constellation. But the nice thing about the Wolfen too is maybe I'll try the black market path at some point, not this year, but at some point I really need to expand the black market missions. There's just not enough of them, and you could do a whole mission arc on black market, and it'd be nice. Maybe I'll try playing with the wolf and seeing what that might be like to just get some ideas. PM says, I don't want to use the Freyr because it is a worse Wolfen. That's probably true. I guess I should play the Wolfen just to see. I personally like the gimmick on the Freyr, the auto aim. Maybe that's more interesting when we didn't have mouse aim. Maybe now with mouse aim it's not as useful, but that's kind of what I think. Same with the Raijin in Eternity Port, I feel is, the gimmick of having Omni, I think is kind of the trade-off. Again, I don't know if everyone buys that, but that was the intent anyways. Didn't do that much profit. I can't wait to integrate Arcanon's new achievement stuff, because I do think there's a bunch of new things that we could do. Auton's launch, for instance, should be one of the achievements somewhere in here, and maybe I don't know if it's in combat or what, but maybe there should be a list of ships that your Auton destroyed, or destroyed by your Autons as opposed to by you. That might be interesting. Atonement class was the most powerful class I destroyed. Anarchist settlement, that gave me a ton of loot. Never even got to Rigel Aurelius. I did have a bunch of enhanced stuff, but I definitely needed more stuff, more enhanced stuff. Final items. Let's see what I had. Particle resistance coating. That's not that useful. If I'd made it all the way to Rigel, I would have sold some good stuff. Laser amplifier, that's useless. That's what that device was. That's kind of useless. That's too bad. Or not useless, but not as useful. Mining colony missions, money earned on missions, which is not too bad. Psionics offered to Domina. Yeah, I use that turret a lot, which is fine. Okay. Sorry. NMS says. Sorry. Assumes. Oh, wait. Sorry. I'm backing up. Did you see my NMS says? Did you see my ticket about armor segment spans? Yeah, I did. I'm not. Haven't read it enough to give you an opinion, but I will. Um, I will. Yeah. I just haven't spent enough time on it. Assume Pseudonym says, also it occurs to me that with the trading computer you could reinstate the old system of some stations like Thor's, for example, paying more or less for certain items. Oh, that's not a bad idea. I mean, that's already true in the sense that, hotels pay more than, more for luxury goods than others. So that's that. I think that's fair. NMS says it's probably speed and acceleration. You have your hands on the maneuvering controls most of the time, so you can dodge and start running faster than other actions. This is talking about the Wolfen. But if your top speed is under 0.2 c and you can't accelerate fast, it's not as effective. That's fair. But now basically every gunship has the same drawback as the Wolfen, but most don't have the same advantage. I don't totally. Oh, if you're talking about speed and acceleration, yeah, maybe. I see. I see. Um, PM says Wolfen is one of the easiest ships. Uh, there should be a late game Auton that can power some high level stuff. Yes, yeah, that's I think one of the main things. We did talk about that, and I think that is totally true. Um, Wolfen has 0.25C built in, and that is a good stat. It means it doesn't need an engine. Yep. However, with new ships and 1.8 starters don't mean as much when I can get Minotaur, the Uber ship, later in the game, and that's part of the point. I mean, beyond Minotaur, there should be other ships that are kind of better ships that you can upgrade to. I mean, it's all just a question of money. So I think that's okay. I think that's fine, and maybe that does mean that the trade-off, and maybe this is what NMS was referring to, and maybe I didn't quite get it. The trade-off that the Wolfen won't make it all the way to the end game because it has limited slots. Maybe that's not much of a trade-off anymore because you can just upgrade to the Minotaur. So I do understand that. Sten says, I tried a strategy recently where I started with the freighter to mine and trade a lot and make money to switch to a better combat ship later. Worked pretty well. Oh, awesome! I'm glad those kind of strategies work. I mean, a lot of the game, absolutely. What I want to make sure is true is that there are multiple strategies that work. I want this game to be a kind of play in whatever style you think is interesting. And I definitely don't, and I don't think anybody does. Nobody wants there to be a dominating strategy that you just have to do. So good. I'm glad that strategy worked, and I'll try to keep that up. Um, it's not much of a trade. Wolfen, this is PM saying it's not much of a trade-off because Wolfen can get by with 4 non-weapon slots. Yeah, and I agree. I agree, and that's why that makes sense. So maybe that trade-off is just not that interesting. So the trade-off in the Wolfen really is just the low low cargo space, which really is the only trade-off. That's really the only thing that the Wolfen is lacking, since non-weapon slots are 4 non-weapon slots. If that's not a trade-off, then the only one is the low cargo hold. And even then can be overcome with a weapon slot. So it's interesting. Maybe we need to reconsider some the things about the Wolfen. Cal Winter says, and hey George, I was practicing 3D modeling, decided to try and make a Wolfen heavy. It didn't turn out like how I wanted, but I figured you might like to see it. That is pretty cool. I like the idea of a Wolfen heavy. That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Sten says, only issue I had later with was the fact that the Centurions have super high mobility and I had a hard time controlling my shots. I play keyboard only. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Um, As a Sapphire player, I keep over aiming everything. Yeah, I agree with that. Um, okay, more stuff here. Go over to the RegDev channel on the Discord server and scroll up to the start of June 4th. Arch found something you need to look at. Okay, I'll take a look. In general, though, I love um, go to the RegDev channel. I don't even know if there's is there a Reg? What's the Reg? Am I invited to the RegDev channel? Oh, there it is. Um, I think I hacked Multiverse. Oh, I saw this. Um, I I think the way that works. I know it's a little buggy, but I think the way that works is it shows it shows the set of mods that you are allowed to see and that are in my collection or in my list of mods. So I don't think anybody else can see that other than you. Meaning when they look at my page, they can only see, I think, the mods they have access to. If that's not the case, well then there is a bug. And it's quite possible because really I think I kind of wanted it to work a little bit differently than that. But I think that's how it works. Okay. Next. First part is why you have trouble circling. I think it's because talking about ship balance, NMS says first part I was talking about how I have trouble with the freighter and with the Constellation. NMS says I think it's because they're the slow ones. Then you were talking about balance between classes and the Wolfen drawback being limited slots, but now every gunship has the same slot limits. Yes, that now I get it. So maybe the Wolfen should have a more serious drawback, like only 2 armor segments. Ooh, that's harsh. That would be harsh. But maybe that's right. Maybe that's right. Either 2 armor segments or yeah, or maybe even lower armor mass limits. I mean, by the way, that's another possibility with the Wolfen that we could do now, which wouldn't cramp it too much. Just reduce the mass, the armor mass at which the Wolfen starts to slow down. Basically, the Wolfen gets 0.25C when it has light armor, and then if you do anything too heavy, then it starts losing speed. And maybe we can make that the trade-off. So basically, the Wolfen is stuck with very light armor. That might help, and we can play with those numbers so that it's not totally really onerous, just slightly a disadvantage, and then we can tweak it to get it to the right balance. So let's see. Let me see what it's currently now. Right now, let me share my screen here. Okay, yeah, you guys can see this. Right now, Wolfen standard armor is 4 tons, so that means and max armor is 12 tons. So that means I believe I and it drops three percents. It'll go from 25 to 22, so it drops 3%. So I think the way that works is it kind of divides evenly between 4 and 12, and so it'll drop at, I think, maybe like at 7 tons. So you can get up to 7 tons of armor without dropping any speed, or maybe with dropping just 1%. I don't remember the exact limits, but it's something like that. So we could change that so that, imagine that standard armor is, I don't know. Well, imagine that you start dropping speed when you go over 3 tons or something like that, or 3.5 tons. I don't know what it is, but we can play with it and tweak it until we get something right. That's my idea. I don't know if that'll work, but that's kind of what I would do. Okay. Sorry, I gotta get back to general. Here we go. Um, Wolfen is effectively stuck at light armor if you want to keep keep its agility. Wolfen does not want to lose turning speed or acceleration much. You know, I think that's true, but I don't. I think the Wolfen won't lose right now. The way it's designed, I think the Wolfen won't lose any speed even at like 5-ton armor. I'm pretty sure. I mean, standard armor generally means full speed if you have armor of that mass, and I don't think you actually lose a point until you're several tons above standard on your way towards max. At max armor, you lose the full amount, and you know it gradually decreases in between. I don't remember all the cutoffs, but my point is you can have some pretty heavy armor even with and still keep the speed. Four segments means more mass weighing the Wolfen down. Yeah, that is true. Now you're going into the thrust. If your thrust and accelerate and maneuvering starts dropping, that's fair. But still, like I said, I suspect right now people who play the Wolfen, I don't think they're as limited in their armor choices as maybe you think they are. Okay, I'm gonna have to go pretty soon, but let me keep reading. These are some great questions related to my armor span mod. Since you change which armor segments get hit to be based on position rather than shot direction, the Wolfen's armor segments are weird. Shots that hit between the cockpit and weapon pod tend to hit the side armor, and there's not much that can be done about it right now. Yeah, um, yeah, I agree. The only thing I can imagine to fix that is not a great solution, but and it's a complicated solution. Basically, imagine you provided a different bit mask that for determining hit locations. Um, that might be slightly better. And then that bit mask could exclude the the two side guns or whatever they are. Um, I don't know. I don't know if that would work. Um, NMS says using heavy armor is already a drawback. Most heavy armors aren't good. This is what PM is saying also. Most heavy armors aren't good enough to make it worth it, so reducing the limit might not matter that much. That's fair. It's just an idea. I mean, I'd have to try it out to see what it actually is. AP says, also I griped about this in the stream, but it bears repeating since it got scrolled off pretty quickly. The thing I hate is the unidentified mechanic. I know it's a staple in Rolex, but in a futuristic setting like this, there's really no excuse for it. Hell, even in the current day, in real life, if someone finds something and doesn't know what it is, they can find out in the 5 minutes on Google. Yeah, I'm gonna just, um, it's there. I think the solution is to explain it better, not to get rid of the mechanic. I mean, the mechanic is a gameplay mechanic, not a realism mechanic. So we want to figure out how to make that realistic while still keeping the gameplay. And um, my solution there is really just to say it's not that you don't know what it is. It's that well, I guess it's kind of hard to make it realistic, but s- s- certainly for barrels, I mean, yeah, you're right. You could figure out how to test it, but I guess that's what the analyzer is. The only place where it gets weird is shops. Why are shops selling unidentified stuff? Who would ever sell that? But that I don't think that was that uncommon in places where like in places where you're kind of selling second and third hand stuff. So maybe that's kind of how I'm going to use to get out of that. But still, I get where you're going. Um, Reducing the limit to avoid any penalty would be a bigger drawback, but it kind of goes against what the ship is about. Um, yeah, I don't know. I, I don't think I don't think the Wolfen is ever meant to be a tank. It's meant to be a ship that relies on speed. And a ship that relies on speed doesn't need doesn't have to have a lot of hit points. So maybe that's the trade-off. It's the fact that you can turn it into a tank maybe is the bug. I don't know. That's kind of what I think. NMS says, I don't like the way unidentified items work either, but I'm just resigned to it. Okay, well, sorry. On my ticket, suggest specifying armor spans by area the way compartments do. That's another way we could do it. I totally agree with that. You could basically carve out rectangles on the image and say, here's a span, there's a span. The reason it gets complicated is just because it's really hard to make those kinds of custom specifications per ship. That's why it's so much easier to just define them by angles, but maybe for some ships you really do want to do that. So I don't disagree. How about the old way of defining segments? Individual segments can be unequal spans. Well, that's certainly still possible, meaning that syntax is still accepted by the game. So we could do that maybe particularly for ships. I mean, maybe that's what we do is for ships like the Wolfen where it's a little funky. We define the angles a little differently. That's not a bad idea too. Okay. Makes the perimeter equal for each segment. Yeah, but with different angles. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I get it. Just doesn't work for the Wolfen because of its weird shape. Yeah, I get it. I get it. So maybe that's what we have to do. I buy that. All right. Well, I definitely have to go too, and it sounds like other people have to go. So let's do that. Let's all head off to dinner, or at least I'm going to head to dinner. But I will see you guys all next week. Next week, maybe I'll spend a little bit of time in the beginning of the session if AP is there. I'll spend a little bit of time in the beginning of the session going over mission syntax because there has been a lot of changes in missions, and I think it might be fun to go into it. I won't spend a ton of time, but maybe just a little bit. Okay. Anyways, thanks again for watching. It's always great. Questions are awesome, and I love these discussions at towards the end. So it's always great to talk to you guys. So I will see you all next week. All right. Bye bye.